Well, the more I look at this 23-9 or 923, whichever way you want to pronounce it, I see a big staged production. And you know, when you have a big staged production, you've got to advertise it first. And we can see that it's had years in the planning. So it is a significant event, the old Pope addressing both houses of the American Parliament, and this the year of light. So we are expecting something happening. But the way these people carry on these different conspiracy videos, like it's all doom and gloom, which the world is a bit of a gloomy place. But I'm sure the scenarios that they're belting up are not going to be as bad as they say, because it's the oldest trick in the book by monarchy on the people, and that is to threaten them with a big stick and just hit them with a little stick. And they don't really mind being hit by the little stick because they're looking at the big stick. And this shows this thing about the Happening movie from 2008. And the relativity is a train incident on a train to Philadelphia. And of course the Pope says, "See you in Philadelphia," with 777. It's so contrived, and the way they're producing it all out, and all these people making these flash videos, all good stuff straight away. There might be the odd, person who just dedicates all their time to make this sort of video. I'm sure there are, but there was also just too much push here, and it's going to grow, I would say. Move over flat Earth. This is a new big distraction, but it'll be more than that, no doubt. There's going to be some events here, but what will really happen will be a nudge. That's the way they always work. There's a book called Nudge with some elephants pushing another elephant along. Of course, in the throw of it, you've got to have all this stuff coming up. And everybody goes lunatic. And this is all a hoax. A lot of people look at this like it was all real, and all these things are lining up. It must all be magical sort of equations to it. And this is all organised pantomime from the word go. So all these things are fake. Every last one of them. Of anything in the mainstream that attaches to this and has the number codes. Anyway, we saw the 61 there. People say, don't do the numbers. Did you see the 34 in my Japan video? We've seen 135,000 at every event nearly that's big and threatening. All these things add up. Here we have this silly incident on a train wreck. But they also found this whole thing of a prediction about the Pope coming and everything would fall down. And the guy says fall down in the movie. Oh, there's a whole lot of stuff attached to this, I tell you. It just shows you, it's a long-term plan, and they've got all little tiers that they bring on. They've got other movies that they've made that have got other little sequences in them, no doubt, and we haven't thought of them yet. Because it's from them that, no doubt, the first, memeage of some of these things comes to get it going. I'm trying to find this thing of this papal thing. Along here somewhere there's this picture of a very weird little drawing. Oh, it's definitely in the end of it. They repeat a few things on this video. Let me find that for you, hang on. Some crazy thing that they reckon comes from 38 predicting about it. So I'll have a little bit of a further investigation in this and put it in another video. Interesting little drawing, eh? But how do we know the authenticity of this? Just look at JFK. You've got to take a step back from everything, I tell you. That's all I've ever said on here. But anyway, we'll see what happens on this 23-9 as it builds up. It's just looking like such a mind operation. And it's certainly an ad for the fact the Pope's going there. So then itself, makes the event bigger. A lot of people looking at it because they like the idea, and then a whole lot of other people looking at it because they think something's going to happen any second. But mind you, the old idea of a headshot, we have a separated head looking here, because we did see JFK and we have seen 9/11, so we do know they have done things in the past, and it is a few years since they have, so something lines up. But I wouldn't be surprised if nothing happens on this particular day and then a few weeks or months later. This is certainly a significant event in its own way in history, as you might say. The sworn enemy of America, the Pope, is now addressing them. Well, that might tell a tale in itself. Who knows? We'll be looking at that as it unfolds anyway. What else can we do? Just sit in our little lounge rooms and procrastinate, really. But it is interesting just the way this PSYOP is working. Just so many videos popping up now, replacing flat earth videos. Even though I say, from what I can see no real proof of the round earth. The day they can show me, as I said, how the clouds, because if you take a round earth, you generally got to have a spinning one. The clouds with the atmosphere, I think, defeats it pretty harshly. And something I asked when I was a kid, and older people told me, oh, blah, 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 and I just accepted it. But I realised, through my life, and especially lately when it all came out, everyone was scared to ever say anything like that because, mainstream science. But we learnt how bad NASA is. So, I mean, you just got to extend it a bit, eh? How bad is Oxford? Have you thought about that? Yes, Oxford should be the next video I do actually. Let's look at the old Oxford and what it's spread around. The ox, you're getting that? Aleph, the ox. Al for Saturn. Straight in your face. They call them Oxonians too. How's that? And that so-called lady from Burma, she got the square hat on that time, didn't she? And talked about Oxonians. Just as the Dalai Lama was getting a Templeton Award. And I've covered all that in the past. Okay, cheers.